Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Dice Gotcha episode. Today, I forced my colleagues to watch Jetlag the game for the first time. Now, for some context,
Colleague?
okay, I think we're colleagues, or are we not?
I thought we were friends. Okay,
Oh,
wow.
No, Isiah. Remember, we are colleagues.
Okay.
friends/colleagues, okay? Is that better for you, Isaiah?
Yeah, that's way better.
There we go. And today we are talking about Jetlag the game, specifically the newest season. As these fine gentlemen and whatever Yuri is, will be coming here with no prior knowledge to Jetlag besides me spewing nonsense about Jetlag. As with that said, I'm Cal, otherwise known as Clalagraphor.
I'm Yuri.
I'm Isiah.
Yeah, and I'm DeadFun.
We're not even trying to have an order anymore.
We just go off
Where's-
vibes, dude. We
Where's
just go
order
off
when you're in
vibes.
chaos?
But with that said, we watched the newest season of Jetlag the game because of the time of recording this. Yesterday, August 1st, Jetlag the game released in theaters across the UK, which I'm really salty about. Very salty about. Why couldn't it have been the US? Fuck you, UK. I hate you.
You know that the UK isn't as big as the US. I took it you would know that from watching a show.
I just said I'm salty. I just wanted to see it, okay? Is that so bad?
Yes, living rustic land.
I think I would rather kill myself than live in the UK right now. The UK is going to shit right now.
From what we've discussed, I think you would say the exact same thing of the US.
Come on, don't you
Yeah, I
want
would.
Count Binface to be your ruler next?
Don't I want what?
Count Binface.
Oh, that whole thing. Okay, fair enough. But like I said, they watched this season of Jetlag for the first time, and how I wanted to structure this is that because I genuinely want to get your guys' opinions on certain things, so I have a variety of different questions I've set up to get your guys' opinions. And if you guys have any questions, you can ask me them if you want anything clarifying or any questions about the show and game itself. Are you guys fine with this?
Yes.
Sure.
But to answer one question that I don't think that's on there, I would rather have Cal or Dead as my partner if I was in a DeadFun. If I was in a Jetlag challenge.
A DeadFun game.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'd rather have Dad. He seems like the person to know this stuff.
Honestly enough, here's why. If I work with you, Isiah, unironically, we wouldn't get shit done.
Yeah. I'd just be confused the whole time.
I appreciate your confidence in me. I actually don't know shit about booking flights or anything like that. I would be kind of useless if I'm being perfectly honest. I think your best bet is DeadFun. What?
I don't even have a passport.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, no. Technically, if you have your ID, that does work.
Well, okay, that's
cool.
That's only if you fly domestically.
In the U.S., which also a lot of them work kind of domestic flights, except for Canada.
Well, yeah, but this was the first US season they had in 7 seasons.
Really?
Yes. There are a lot of few US games, really, which is kind of funny because the game was originally going to be called US the game or something like that because they didn't think they would have enough budget to go abroad when they first started. And then towards the last minute they decided to change it to Jetlag the game. In case they could eventually go international.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I actually wanted more episodes of this.
I'll be honest, I wasn't a big fan of this season.
Here's the thing, I haven't seen many of it. I actually kind of fucked with it. Excluding, I liked one team a lot more, obviously enough.
Well, then we can get into my first question with that one. Is how did you like the team dynamics? Was there one team you specifically liked more? Were the vibes off with certain teams? I'm curious on your thoughts.
Hey, Sega, do you want to say it?
The fact that Red Team is the better team.
Which one was Red Team? Was that Sam? Was that
the
Sam
two guys.
and Amy?
That's the one who had.
Ben and Adam. That was Ben and Adam.
Because the other team was just sore winners. When they got good cards and stuff. They're oh yeah, how do you like it now? When it's in our favor, and the others well.
Literally, both teams did it the entire game.
Here comes the thing. It's not even that for me. It's just genuine. It's just, how do I say this? The on-camera vibes with Red Team felt a lot more natural than the other two.
They seem like they're actually friends just having fun.
I'm not sure how much. Well, isn't that the difference in dynamic? Is that Ben Adam will be the classic team? It feels like they've teamed up several times. That's the vibe of them. Versus Amy Sam, who the bit is that they're a boss and a fucking grunt, who's way too engaged.
It didn't even feel like that. It felt like it was the other way around. She was the boss and and she
I
and he
what?
was the one.
I don't even know how you like land on that. Like,
Like,
literally, they had an entire bit segment where they're like, "Me trying to learn more shit of my boss."
yeah, when she
They
was
like,
getting ready in the morning.
yeah,
That
like,
whole
No. It was the kind of like dynamic that was in like the car and traveling. Besides, like it just felt like that to me at least.
well
and
then, I'll be the exception here. I mean, I like Amy same like more by comparison. I simply think like I don't know how much how they act on the show like reflects who they are. It could be 1-to-1, but like especially in the beginning, I wasn't like into Adam very much. Like, they felt
like
very basically all the stuff that Flash was saying.
and also I feel like Red Team just like I don't really remember most of the challenges because there were a lot, but like the most of the ones I do remember, like Red had the more interesting ones,
Bro, one of
and
them they
the
had to
girl
put an
art
orange in their thighs and walk like half a mile.
that
Well,
was
like that's
yellow.
just also yeah, this is true.
Red Team they had to like get on their knees and just like throw oranges around, looking dumb, and I thought that was funny.
So
And also they
yeah.
had the bottle flipping arc. He had to get stuff thrown at him while singing the Pledge of Allegiance or something.
Yeah. I feel like by the end, I was like pretty samey on both teams. They were both at like around the same level, but overall, I think I liked Yellow more in the overall like expanse of watching it.
Fair enough. And to clarify a couple things, that when you were correct, Ben and Adam, whenever there's a season like this, have worked together every single season. Minus
Yeah.
All Stars, where like everyone got a person, which they're actually switching up for next season for the first time ever, where it's actually going to be Sam and Ben on a team, and Adam is going to be with the guests for that season.
Oh, so like Sam and Ben is just gonna be like the good team.
Probably. Well, you see, okay, I'll be honest. I've always been Team Ben and Adam, but truth be told, I've always been Team Ben because I just really like Ben. He's always been my favorite
Ben
out
was
of the
chill.
entire cast.
And Ben was cool.
Like the entire cast is just
But with that said, my next question is, how did you feel about the game itself? Do you think it was good? Do you think it could have improved? And would you have rather seen a different season rather than this season?
um,
You first.
I actually did. I'm gonna be honest. I enjoyed it.
I
I
think this is maybe one of the worst seasons to begin on because I think stuff like tag and hide and seek will just seem like way more engaging than this. Not to say that I didn't like this season. I did have like there were like ups and downs to it, but I think by comparison, I think like it was from just the like pure like front look of it. I think there was like more fun concepts than this, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This show feels like golf. It's more interesting to play than to watch. Like I feel like if like you were going around doing all this stuff, it'd be interesting. But watching it all go down is kind of.
no, I think there are certain challenges I didn't really like the floating down the river one. Other ones I genuinely like. I liked the golf one. Not gonna lie.
Fair enough.
I think like it was fine to fun on its own. I think there, as I said, I think there were like ups and downs of the game. There were some very good parts, and there were some parts where it's like, well, okay. I mean, the biggest problem with this game in general is that like it felt like there was. I don't want to say there was no strategy, but like I mean, it was very much felt like, especially by the end, it was just getting to the point of being a luck game. And I know there's like strategy and luck, but yeah, I don't know. It just felt like I think you could very easily make the case that Red Team won just because they just ended up getting like very good like draws like the entire game.
Which is fair. So I listened to the Layover podcast and they actually discussed this one of the episodes where they said their biggest regret with the season is that they wish they had a blue show mechanic, which essentially means they wish they had a mechanic where like if a team was losing decently bad and there was like a snowball effect, they could have like had a mechanic to have them come back a lot easier.
Mm.
They said that is something they mentioned in their game design. What was the other thing? I was gonna say something else about that, but I genuinely can't remember.
You
But
Yeah, I
know,
with
feel
that,
like yeah,
yeah,
like the entire like season finale wasn't built upon like final episode was like the second worst just because like by the halfway point in the episode you're just like yeah I mean they're like even if like red team didn't make a that final like flight there was still a good chance they were getting to West Virginia and that sort of stuff. There was just like but even then like it Team Yellow even having like half a chance relied upon Team Red just like getting fucked like repeatedly in the final episode, which didn't happen. So it's like,
yeah, like okay, I honestly thought that Yellow was gonna win when they got that Minnesota thing, because like that like connected like some of their stuff that they needed,
Yeah.
and then
That was
like
yeah, my bad. Yeah.
and after getting that, I think they should have like flown to like the two connected states. I forgot what they're called.
Washington, Oregon.
California, is
Yeah,
that it?
they should have. I think they should have went to those two, and then
I think the Minnesota poll was the best part of the series just because that's when it felt the most competitive. It was like, oh shit, now like stuff's happening. But then like I think it was there's like 6 episodes in the season. The fifth episode, I think, if I'm saying the correct one, I think was just the fucking worst one because it was just them guessing like lakes the entire time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that
No,
one.
that
and I,
did fucking suck. I'm not gonna lie.
That part did suck.
yeah, but I think that that part was interesting for the fact that like the red team were like, are they doing this on purpose? Are they know this is bad for us? And I was confused the whole reason, like, why is it bad for them? But like the first thing she did was get rid of the place where they were gonna go, and I thought that was interesting.
Tactically, sure, but like realistically, my problem is how they like decide to edit it because like it just kept on getting like 2 to 3 minute segments of them like guessing what lake sizes were when I feel like they should have just done it as in like we guess this, we guess this, we guess this, and then we just like cut between that and like them like overthinking it like red team.
That would have been interesting. It just that moment did drag. Honestly enough, for me, what I honestly thought was a turning point was them getting Canada. To be honest.
Wasn't that like
I
episode
just
1?
yeah.
Oh yeah, honestly enough, I thought that was a really big advantage they kind of had, and then just I don't want to say
They
like nothing with it, but like
they just got unlucky with their
yeah,
card pool.
They
Like
did.
nothing connected to anything until Minnesota showed up and saved the world.
Like actually, and even then,
God,
when Minnesota, it was like the 5 minutes of like, oh shit, this is really hype, and then like I was then like, I don't have proof, but like, damn, that feels really convenient. Like, of course, on this show, I don't want to say that fucking jet lag is rigged. I don't think it's rigged, but then I was sitting there like, I was like, oh man, it's pretty wild that Minnesota, the exact card they needed, just came up, huh?
yeah, I think that was
I
actually the one thing that would save them.
I will
So
say
yeah,
this. They could just lie, but I highly doubt jet lag is rigged just because they're very transparent with what they do with everything, and they don't like rigging it because they know if they ever got caught like rigging it, that
they're
the
just
trust
fucked.
between if the trust between the audience and them just shatters on the spot.
I
So
mean, I agree with you, but like, yeah, I was like stuck there, thinking like, oh man, that's like, yeah, that's really good.
fair.
well, I'll say this though, I think I honestly will watch more jet lag.
Oh well,
Maybe if it's just like it's just such a massive, well, not massive, but it's like each season's like 6 hours, give or take. No,
some are a little bit shorter, some are a little longer. It kind of depends season by season, but I would say like the general consensus that they're between like 4 to 6 hours,
I would have
give
to
or
have like a true day off, I think, to like watch it.
And for me, I'm always up late anyway.
take.
Why
Um,
not?
For
I
context,
agree.
Yuri's running on 1 hour of sleep right now.
Yes, hi.
Also, for context for you, Isaiah, because you said you didn't like that the other team was just really salty that Ben and Adam kept winning. This also has context with previous seasons where Ben and Adam's luck is really just unmatched. Where like anything good that can happen usually happens to Ben and Adam, like almost universally. Like you guys know that one episode, the Pledge of Allegiance one, where they were like had to
The water
find
taxi, yeah,
the water taxi. And fun
Yeah,
fact, apparently the reason the people there didn't know about it is because that service had only been there for like a week to a day. It was like brand new service
Oh
that was in
damn.
testing.
wow, that's insane. Look,
Yeah, wow, holy fuck.
yeah.
So
and
it
I
was
thought
kind
that
of
part
something
was
that
really
had just
funny.
been building up throughout the seasons.
That part was like really funny. For $2, really? So a boat is gonna come around that corner? Like I thought that part was really funny though.
Mm.
And also I think it's funny that the lady driving the thing was just like on board with the whole thing.
They were just chill.
That is just wow.
I just like the boat arc. It's really funny.
Mm.
There we
Oh
go.
yeah.
But ooh, is something else you want to add?
Well, no, I was just like I was segueing.
My
What is
my
yeah up
next
next?
question is hold on, I'm trying to find one that I like. I kind of just spitballed these in Waffle House last night. night?
Waffle House.
I went to Waffle. Listen, me and my friend went to Waffle House last night after work, and it was amazing because they had never had good Waffle House before, and I changed their life. And I said we're going to Waffle House all the
I've
time
never
now.
been to a Waffle House.
Well, next time you come here, I'm dragging you to a Waffle House here.
Okay. And you mean to hell, right?
Right.
Sure, yeah. It to hell. Feels like hell here right now with the fucking weather. How did you feel about the challenges this season? It's as simple as that.
Some of them did kind of suck. I hate to say it. That fucking
I
like,
don't-
but other ones were kind of interesting.
I don't think it was hit and miss necessarily. I think it was like 5 hits and then one fucking like horrible ass challenge that just fucking sucked. So like the lake one is an example where like it just drained like the entire fucking momentum of the game. But like more or less most were fine.
Okay. How do I wasn't really a fan of most of them because like they just kind of felt boring. I'm not a big fan of trivia. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of trivia.
Okay. Fair enough. For me, as someone who's watched Jetlag the game, this season, the challenges were fun. I'll be honest, at some point I do want to make a Jetlag tier list like for myself to kind of see how I fit all the seasons. If I were to put this season, I think it would be probably high B, if I'm being honest. Like I liked it, but I feel like some things could have been refined a little bit. Like I didn't like how everything was basically to the East Coast essentially, and we never
Well, like
really
the East Coast is just sort of the meta. Like, the states won't be as massive and there isn't like as much driving in the East Coast.
Yeah, but I know why it happened, right? But I wish there was like more incentive to go to the other part of the US because it really didn't feel like a US game. It really did just feel like a East Coast game for most of it, if I'm being honest. That was my main issue that I had with the season. And I think comparatively, like the reason this season felt a little off to me is because this was essentially a remaster of the first jet lag game they ever played, which was Connect 4 with the US states. And this is kind of like a newer version of that. And I love that season so much. Even though it was the first one, there were so many issues. I really liked it. So I came in this with like expectations. And also, last season was arguably one of the best seasons they ever had, being their Taiwan season, which was game design was basically flawless. And then the actual like what happened in it was very engaging throughout the whole thing. That's a season where Ben and Adam's luck wasn't doing very hot, and it showed.
Then yeah, I think if I was to say like what the best challenge is, sort of difficult because the entertainment value of it is more so how they react to and do the challenges more so than the challenges themselves. But just trying to think if there was like a standout.
For me, I think it was the Coke bottle one.
Coke bottle one like was pretty fun. Yeah, actually, I think it was that. That was like a good mix between like sort of challenging versus like funny to watch. So yeah, I guess that one.
Very athletic, I'm noticing.
Hmm?
These people are very athletic.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I think as said, it's more so like I don't think the challenges individually need to be crazy, but they're basically it'll be like a fucking the Jackbox game. We've all played it.
Yeah.
Like it's more so the reactions you have to like the game itself than like what the game is.
Okay.
So,
I've
and I
actually
think
never
in
heard
that
that take
respect-
before. I like that.
In that respect, it was fine. So yeah, that's my response.
My
what did-
next. Sorry. Go ahead.
I don't think you ended up like. Well, I guess you sort of did. What did you think? I guess of the challenges more specifically, you more so discussed like the broad game.
Challenges specifically,
Yeah.
the challenges this season I think were pretty good to all right, if I'm being honest. Like
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like there were like 2 to 3 that I really liked, and then the rest were kind of essentially went into like, okay, this is like entertaining to I kind of just want to move on. Like you mentioned the Pond episode, I also wasn't a big fan. I liked it because I liked the reactions that were happening and Amy getting frustrated, so I found entertainment in that. But I was also watching it week to week, so
Yeah.
when that episode ended, I was kind of like, oh damn, that was the whole episode. Okay, like that's
Yeah,
how
basic-
like when you're
like
binging it,
we-
I'm sure it's a lot better. Go ahead.
Like we've discussed this, the reaction of Ben Adam is like the best part of that episode. How they like think like way too hard on it. That's like the fun part. And how they eliminate Illinois. So that's like a bad decision. Yada yada yada. It has like some fun parts to it, especially with Ben Adam. But yeah, my problem is just like as I said, it felt like they were like giving way too much attention on the. I don't know. I guess I'm looping. But I really think they just needed to like do like a fast like 10 to 20-second clip of them like failing to guess it, and then like keep the emphasis on Ben Adam, like because that was like the good part of it. They weren't even like Amy Sam weren't even like giving different reactions each time that like they didn't guess it correct. It was just the same fucking thing happening like 6 different times in a row when like we cut back to them.
I did find it funny. The second Sam decided to try it, he got it dead on.
That was funny.
That was hilarious.
On International Women's Day, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, that's why I put ill women.
Oh, I was wondering why you put ear woman in the chat. I just didn't.
My inner dead hand took over for a minute.
So yeah.
In
Don't
my
worry.
defense, like all the bits in it aren't fresh in my head because the season stopped for me like 2 weeks ago since I watch it on Nebula, so I get it a week early.
Oh,
boy.
okay. You do give money though.
Promo. Yeah, we're
Listen,
still-
I'm gonna okay, you know what? No, I think this is the only time I'm ever gonna be able to go on this rant on this podcast, so I'm going to do it now about Nebula.
Okay.
Listen, Nebula, I love you, okay? I think the concept of you is really good. You're one of, if not the only content creator streaming service that has actually survived, and to my knowledge, is somewhat profitable as well.
There's another
I
one.
think what's the other one?
Dropout.
Okay, but Dropout's different. Like, this is like comparing apples to oranges, in my opinion. Like, Dropout is like a very contained company. Nebula is essentially like an extension of YouTube, if that makes sense. Like, they both excel at their own different things. This is coming from someone who loves Dropout and Nebula. But either way, Nebula, I love what you're doing. A lot of your originals are really good. I love The Getaway, which was also directed by like this cast of people. Abolish Everything is fun. Not my cup of tea, but it's fun. And like a bunch of the others who have fun. However, please, I am begging you on my hands and knees. You need to fix your actual streaming part of your streaming service, okay? Specifically on the TV and on podcasts. On the TV, why is there no fucking pause button? Why can't I press the OK button and it pauses? Why do I instead have to press the go back 5 seconds and keep it there? I hate that. It's small, it's minor, but it makes me so upset when I go to pause and I click the OK button like a couple times and said, what the fuck's going on? Why isn't it doing anything? And then I have the annoying realization that, oh, it's fucking Nebula. And I have to push, like, go back 5 seconds and keep it there instead of just having a pause button. I don't know why this is the case, but I hate it. If you're podcasting, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with it, but sometimes your podcast just won't load. It will be on infinite loading time for the podcast sometimes. Everything else will load on my phone except your podcast. It doesn't matter what I do. I'll refresh it. I'll fucking close out the app and reopen it, and it will just be infinitely loading. And also sometimes I'll go back 15 seconds because sometimes, like, I mainly listen to when I'm driving and I zone out a little bit. So I go like back a minute and use the 15-second back button. And sometimes if I do it a little too fast, it just sends me directly to the beginning of the podcast. Fix your shit, please. I'm begging you.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You know, Nebula, I think your services work perfectly fine. Keep it that way to make Cal mad.
Fuck
Yeah.
you, Isiah.
I agree with what both of you say.
Okay, that's a very politician take.
Yeah.
If you could see jet lag in another country or a different set of scenarios, where would you want it to take place, and what type of game would you want to see?
England.
Well,
Ew.
I got news for you. I got news for you.
I'm fucking with you.
So from what I'm aware, they do stuff in like East Asia, Europe, America. Is this correct?
For the most part, yeah.
Okay then. They should travel into Russia. No.
Okay.
Okay, let me try and give like a good response with my fucking 10 billion IQ. I'm just trying to think on like where the fuck they would be like willing to record. Is there a reason they haven't done like a South America one yet?
I think they have brought it up before. I know one of the reasons is like dangers to a certain degree.
Oh my god.
Well, and also I think they just haven't found a good game to make there. For example, they wanted to record in Taipei, or not Taipei, Taiwan for the longest time. But the reason they didn't is that they couldn't come up with a good game for them for that like region and like the geography for it. And then once they figured out a good game for it, they were like, oh my god, okay, let's do a Taiwan thing. So I think it's a combination of those two reasons.
I'm just trying
Okay.
to.
I want to see them do cool stuff in Australia.
They
But
have done an
that's-
Australian season.
Well, then I have nothing to input in.
Isiah, we should watch the Australian season. I'm forcing you now.
I refuse.
I'll give you
Good
You
shit.
know
inspiration.
what? Actually, I have a question for you, Cal. If
Oh
many people
no.
actually haven't seen Jet Lag and this is their actual introduction, what one would you recommend besides the American one?
Tag.
True.
The other one I recommended. Mainly
Yeah.
mainly because Tag is where a bunch of jet laggers actually found the show.
Jet laggers.
I-
That sounds like a racial term. Like you fucking jet laggers.
Yeah, you hit it with a hard R, bro.
Shut the fuck
It's jet lag us. For you, it's jet lag us, okay?
Okay, no.
Jet-
It's jet
Jet
lagger for me.
laggers.
I have been watching since the first YouTube
Okay,
one. Here's the thing.
calm down, Cal.
Listen. I'm gonna murder you, DeadFun. I'm gonna strangle you and drown you in a pool. I've been watching Jet Lag since sort of the beginning. I'm an OG. I'm not an OG. What I mean by this is that I watched the first episode in the first season they released on YouTube, but they did a pilot season on Nebula. That I can't remember the name of, but essentially they went around the US and they had like this like deck of cards or whatever, or like no, each state had like a variety of different stupid laws, like laws that just didn't make sense or were just like obsolete at this point, and they had to break those laws around the country. And that was their pilot one. I didn't watch that one because I was unaware of Nebula at the time. So I'm an OG, not OG. Anyways,
Hell, how come you gonna make us watch that one? That one actually sounds fun.
okay, well,
You just go around breaking laws.
that one's the most scuffed season out of all of them because it was the pilot one. That one had no rest periods at all.
Yeah, but that sounds fun.
Okay. But for comparison, the first two seasons were Connect 4 and Circumnavigation. Connect 4 was very similar to this season where they had to go across the US and like do a Connect 4 between them. And then Circumnavigation is where they had to race. They started in New York and they had to travel the entire world and end up back at New York or California, one of the two. I can't remember the end point. But they essentially had to do one massive circle around the world for it.
All I know is Circumnavigate is called a fucking bad game. That's all I know.
How do you know this?
Because I've seen fucking thumbnails and it'll be like Circumnavigate fucking 1 out of 5.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
I
so you
like
actually did
Circumnavigation.
some research?
Am I wrong?
I think so. I think Circumnavigation was fun. It definitely wasn't the better season since like it was one of the first. But I don't know. I think it would be like high.
I've heard it's just like a
C,
bad
low.
game. Like
I don't even-
it's not like the posts were bad. I've heard that like the game design itself was like bad.
Okay, I could kind of see that because they also recorded it like a little bit post COVID time. So like
Oh.
where they could go was very limited in that degree.
Well, I mean,
And the ending was kind of was a little weird. Sorry, I
you
was
know
reading
what I
something.
think?
Yeah.
Okay, I've come up with mine. I think it'll be cool if they did like I don't know how much. I don't know. I don't think this would be profitable. Actually, I don't know. They fucking if they fly on like fucking 50 different planes like in this season. I think it'll be cool if they did like a fucking like an island hopping thing in the Pacific.
Oh, that could be fun.
Yeah, like, cause you know how the U.S. Cause like the U.S. owns like a bunch of fucking territory in there, and there's like I'm sure there must like Japan and like these sorts of countries. They must also own stuff that they could like travel into. Like I know France owns some colonies in the Pacific, and like still.
That'd be actually fun to watch.
I don't know what rule set you would like build around that, but I think like essentially like a boat series would be fun.
I remember they were planning on doing a boat season at one point. I can't remember where it was, but the reason they didn't was because the boat network that you had there, the max speed they could go was like 10 to 15 miles per hour. So it just wouldn't work. It would basically just be them sitting on a boat for like 3 weeks.
Based.
But to finish what I was saying, the reason I would recommend Tag is because the first 2 seasons they did relatively well, but season 3 is when everything blew up. That was a lot of people's introduction for Jet Lag because that's the season that they first found. And I do believe that even though it's one of their oldest games, it's kind of perfect, like what they did for Tag. Like they've also said this in the podcast war, where they're really surprised how well they made Tag, considering it's one of their first seasons, where they've done multitude of different versions of it, where like they've never really drastically changed it. They've only just added mechanics because the core of it's just really good game design. So I would have recommended we watch Tag, and that's why when I pitched this episode, I said we can either watch the newest season or you could watch the first Tag season. Also, I don't think Yuri or Isiah actually answered the question I did of where they would want a jet lag season.
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry,
Flash
Isiah
did. It
did.
just
He said
happened to be
Australia.
Flash did. For me, fuck. I'm gonna be honest. It's the unironically like England,
Whoa.
UK area.
Why do
Well,
you want to see British people?
The board.
Well, I have great
I don't know.
news for you. They did a hide and seek season in there.
Yeah.
Oh, neat. I didn't know that.
Which I own the home game, which you can buy for $30,
Okay,
and
no,
for an
now we're not
extra
getting paid for this.
$20, you can
We're
get
not getting
the
paid for this.
expansion pack of the game that has a variety of
Oh,
different new questions,
we-
new prompts,
well,
things that
DeadFun
drastically
thinks
change the game.
delete all of
We
them.
have the episode
Delete
ended
all.
when you begin to shill like the board game. That'll be a very funny like conclusion to it.
Oh, we're ending it now?
That would be funny.
That would be funny.
I'm not opposed to it. I'm just saying we've only recorded for 45 minutes.
That is pretty short.
And that's
Okay,
like
we can
short.
keep
That's shorter than
We can
our
keep
fucking
going,
tier
we
list
keep
episode.
going.
Okay.
Okay then,
Okay.
what else do you have then, Mr. Cal?
Mr. Cow. Boom, boom, boom. Let me look at my little notes.
I guess
Here- Oh,
this
go
is
ahead.
sort of like a fun question that I'll have. If you all were to choose a state to live in, where will you live? Just because like they explored a bunch
Canada.
of them in the season. Very based. Yeah, so you think Canada should be the 51st state of the Union?
Yeah, Canada, come join us, okay? We will welcome you with open arms until we don't.
Okay. So yeah,
Um,
because there must be
oh.
I don't know, maybe you feel differently, but I don't know. I feel like it'll be cool to live somewhere that you're not.
There are certain
Uh,
places where, okay, just to make sure I understand the question, are we living at that place for the rest of our life, or are we just like moving there and living there for an extended period of time?
Fuck it, rest of your life.
Oh shit.
I think Maine.
Maine is a really good one. Maine's
Of
a really
course
good
you would
one.
want to live where all the bad shit happens.
Where's
I just think
Maine?
Maine's just a base state, dude. They need to fucking like come up with anti-Maine propaganda to make it look bad.
Sure, you and your fucking killer clowns.
You've bought into the
so-
propaganda.
Not even that. Fun fact, Maine legally can't have billboards up. So like there are no billboards anywhere in Maine. So it's just really nice to drive there because like you don't have all these fuck ass ads everywhere.
I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to think of a place that's like cold but doesn't get snow.
Well,
But that's like everywhere.
Okay. Oh wow.
What?
Okay. So I just had to go on a map to like check stuff out, and I forgot that Trump was like, "Some hey, this is not the Gulf of Mexico anymore."
Oh,
I forgot about that.
it's the Gulf of Mexico. It's just the Gulf of Mexico.
Okay. I'm not living anywhere that's like borders on like water because I don't like that.
it'll be
I'm not
wet and
living-
it's everywhere.
I'm not living in the South for obvious reasons.
True.
Uh,
Bro, the South is fucking poor, and it's like I don't know, dude. I mean, I guess if you really like certain ways of living, maybe the South is good, but like I just think generally it just fucking sucks compared to the North.
apparently in the South.
Okay, well, fuck
there are
you.
places- Apparently in the South there are places called sundown towns. If you're black, you can't be out at the time, or you will get lynched. So yeah.
Yeah, Flash. How did you react when they went to that fucking one state and they just saw like a fucking like a Dixie convention in the show? That was like
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I had no clue who that was, but I'm pretty sure I saw a Confederate flag, so I was like, okay,
yeah, it'll be like a Confederate convention. That's like yeah,
yeah.
which is
You-
very
you- You don't want to bring back slavery, Isiah?
okay.
No.
Well,
Okay, maybe when I'm not around, sure. I don't want to.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
It's a crazy
Either I'm-
statement.
Either I'm gonna have the slaves, or slavery isn't coming back. Okay.
we have to make slavery equal opportunity.
You know, moving on. Either Louisiana or California. One of the two for me.
Louisiana.
Louisiana?
California. How did you pick the two worst options?
Here's why. I actually googled where the fuck does it get cold, but there's no snow. 3 showed up: Florida,
Bro, that's
Louisiana,
everywhere!
and Hawaii.
Florida.
Bro, that's
What-
everywhere!
It lies.
What is this? I'm pretty sure Louisiana is known for just being really hot and moist.
Isn't
It
Louisiana
is.
New
It's like
Orleans?
right next to Florida. It's right on the coast.
Listen, man, I googled it. I don't
Yeah,
fucking
Google
know.
like what did you just use the fucking AI feature it has when you look it up instead of actually like going to a site?
I choose not to answer that question.
Okay, we know the fucking answer. Okay, understood.
Okay, so I didn't actually think of one until like right now. know. I want to go to Minnesota. I don't really have a reason. I just do.
Based. I respect it.
Okay, I've been thinking, right? I've been thinking a whole lot.
Okay.
We're gonna do an IRL jet lag game.
And
Ew.
I'm down. Hey,
I'm just
I have
asking
the
that.
fucking I'm staring at my hide and seek edition, okay? Guys, if we get to 100,000 subscribers, we will play the jet lag hide and seek game.
Okay,
How does that
buddy.
even work?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? How? I don't
Thankfully,
know.
we are not getting to that many subscribers.
I don't know how the game works.
Well, that's why we have to watch the hide and seek season.
I
Anyways,
refuse.
If this gets
Okay,
to X amount
so
of viewers,
here's
Cal will decide that's more than 300.
So here is my take. If I didn't have to live there for the rest of my life and I could only live there for a couple of years, I would choose New York and California for the sole reason I just want to experience them, but I would not want to live there for the rest of my life. I think I would
Actually, I have to
kill
ask,
myself.
upstate New York or like city New York?
I don't fucking know. Wherever I choose to be. But to live for the rest of my life, I think the places that I would choose would either be Washington, but not Washington State. I want the actual province of Washington. I want to be there. Or maybe Washington State.
DC.
One of the two. Yeah, DC. That's what it is. At least one of the Washingtons. And a part of me wanted to choose Hawaii, but I don't think I could live in Hawaii for the rest of my life because it's so disconnected from the rest of the US. And it would be so difficult to travel to other places that I think it's between Washington and North Carolina.
If you live in Hawaii, apparently you can just kidnap cats.
But you can do that anywhere in the US. You just do that
Okay, I
anywhere.
don't know if I don't know if it's true.
Well, you can just kidnap cats?
They just have like abundance of cats just walking around, and so they just say, "Hey, you can just take them."
Yeah, you can do that anywhere in the US.
Yeah, but it's illegal there.
Well, what's so absurd about this take?
I just feel like you're wrong.
How? I'm so sorry. In every US state, there are stray cats. The amount of people that just pick up stray cats and adopt them is abundant. That's why the whole meme of the cat distribution system, where like a cat finds you and you just adopt them.
I just feel like you're wrong.
Yeah, I'm not wrong though.
You're not wrong.
How many times do I say feel before like you're getting that this is like an emotion thing, and it's not like me being like, actually, technically, if you were to look at the fucking state law of fucking Mississippi.
So you can just like straight up grab cats and just.
Yes, you can. So many people do it. That's how I got like half my cats.
Just because something is normal and it's like not like no one cares doesn't mean that like it's like necessarily allowed. Didn't you just say that there was an entire season of Jet Lag where they broke really dumb rules in each state?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so you can't just like straight up, you can't pick up stray cats?
It's the same way that you can't jaywalk, okay?
Oh, so I was correct. Okay.
I don't
then,
even know
cool.
if that's true, but you're allowed to, okay? You can just do it. You have free will, Isiah. You can do whatever the fuck you want, okay? You can go up to a cat, pick it up, and adopt it, right? You can go and buy whatever you want. You can go to the Capitol building and blow it up if you want to. You have free will, Isiah.
True.
Okay. Okay. Y'all want to go with me to the Capitol building?
Yo, can you guys want to storm the Capitol building on January 6th?
If we were to storm the Capitol, here's like what would happen. What is it? Yuri would not even show up. Cal would show up like the first like 10 minutes, but then dip when there was any form of pressure.
Okay, well, fuck you. Fuck you. That's just wrong, but okay. That's an attack on my character.
I would stick around until like a law enforcement came up, and then I would have to think if I would like betray Flash.
Betray Flash.
I think no, because optically it would look bad.
I mean,
not because it's a bad thing to betray your friend, but because it would make you look bad.
I mean, technically enough, it is called human meat shield for reasons.
Okay. Wait,
I don't like this scenario DeadFun has panned out. I think it paints me as a very fucked up individual that doesn't stick by what I say. I don't appreciate this.
You know what? I'm very confident in my chances because I'm confident I can outrun DeadFun.
I think
Really?
I can outrun you, but okay then.
I don't know. Okay. No, I'm gonna be honest. I think I have my money on DeadFun.
Okay, bro.
Well, I've never seen you, Isiah, so I don't know. I've seen DeadFun in real life. I've never seen you.
We're gonna do like a track race.
Yo, Ludwig, when do we get to be a part of the fucking What is it? The streamer games?
University.
No, not university. The streamer games.
Well, we're not streamers, so I guess when
We can
start
become
streaming.
guys. Tune in next week when we stream our live reactions to Logan Paul's what is it? Suicide Forest video.
I don't think we can do that.
We cannot.
When we
Would it
get
not
like
be-
executed or something by like
Bro,
Gage
I don't know
or
how the
whatever.
fuck he bounced back from that. Like, I watched the video for the first time in like half a decade, and it's so bad. It's really bad. Like, not even just that part, the entire video is horrible.
Like, okay, I feel like if, like when they saw the body, like they shouldn't have like put it on the video. They should have been like they should like cut to black and say we had to stop recording.
Well, you see,
It's
Isiah,
something
that's
like
what
that.
someone with like half a fucking brain would have done. But we're talking about Logan Paul, who
Yeah.
has 2 brain cells, and one of them's yelling at him for views, content, and money, and the other one is yelling at him to be a horrific human being.
Oh, here's the thing. I don't even think he has a fucking brain cell out there.
The the YouTubers I dislike are both dumb and evil.
They are! Logan Paul's objectively dumb and evil. Is this not a safe bet to say?
If they're
Listen,
dumb and evil, why do they have more money than you?
listen. I
Bro,
can
that's like
say this.
that's how the world works. If you're
I-
dumb and evil, you get money. Have you seen Elon
No, that's
Musk?
not true. No, that's not
I
true.
will at least like say this. I can at least respect Jake for one thing, and that's him and like WWE, and that's it.
You don't have to respect. Okay, wait. Why are
No,
you
no,
not
no.
just giving like the most like?
actually- No, not respect. I can go. Okay, that wasn't that bad.
What are with these takes? Like, yeah, dude, I don't like the Paul brothers. Oh man, what a novel perspective. You don't like the Suicide Forest video? Ah, damn, dude. And then but then I guess you like the WWE stuff that they did, where it's like that was such obvious shillings.
Yeah.
It's like
Hey,
they were
The Mike Tyson
okay,
fight?
yeah, like there was
guys, I
money.
want to remind you we're supposed to be talking about jet lag, by the way.
Listen, as someone who listens to the Layover podcast, we're just embodying them. This is exactly a tangent they would have gone
Oh,
on,
I
okay?
thought we were copying other insert podcast here.
Oh, Sleep Deprived. Yeah, we
Listen,
copy them a lot.
Okay, don't say that like we actually copy them. I have never seen one of their videos a day before in my life.
Listen. I like them by their name. I haven't seen an episode though.
Sleep Deprived, come back, please. Come back. I'm so
Okay, no.
sorry. Banana Channel, I like you. You're not the same. You're not the same. I'm sorry. Sleep Deprived had a charm. It's the editing style. It's mainly the editing
another
style.
Christmas album this year.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah, that's it. There we go.